over handling the dyeing paddles as the boy progressed to the job of stirring the bath. Gabriel was delighted by the concoctions to draw out and guide the coloring. His eyes would light up as the yielding and coaxing of tick seed, dusty miller, laurel, and lichens revealed the hues. His mother taught him to restrain his excitement, though. It was her strategy that he maintain his quietude so that he not be rebuked or punished. Gabriel came up to be a good shadow pair of hands, and Annie molded him to his tasks patiently, but persistently. She was guided to build him strong and resourceful. She sucked each small finger and pressed it insistently, relentlessly to the jobs of sewing and knitting. She kept him at it even when she would have wanted to let him rest. And if she was loving with him, she was not sweet. Many a time she switched him with her hand or a small strop to keep him stalwart, to keep him quietly hard-working and not inclined to lollygag. When Gabriel gained the age of 10, Master Ridley thought to get more profitable labor out of him. He hired out Sewing Annie's Gabriel to a tailor named Abraham Pearl in town, in Georgetown. The tailor had advertised for a capable helper. Ridley, who often came to Washington to conduct business, thought the hire arrangement would yield some profit from a youngster ill-suited for field work. Came the day, and Annie would not let Gabriel mule and cry. They would punish a crybaby. He must be firm and solid and do what they told him to do. The prospects for him were bright. This hire-out job would train him up and keep him out of the fields. The expendable ones were those who worked crops at Ridley. Season after season crops flourished or failed, and Master Ridley had need of more or fewer workers. Thus he sold or bought persons upon his need of hands for the fields. Hands working specialized jobs were the last to go south. When Abraham Pearl had arrived from Philadelphia to set up in Georgetown, he hadn't wanted anything to do with chattel slavery. His wife, Dinah, minded all that he was too busy for. She worked hard beside him, and the two closed their eyes to the brutal business conducted throughout the town. Their plan had been to build the tailoring concern around the children they expected to be blessed with. Together, man and wife made a good beginning. The business grew quickly. A tailor needs an extra hand for keeping neat, for doing secondary work, setting on snaps and buttons and winding yarns and threads and reaching high and low when the tailor is with the patron. Dinah was capable, if not artful. In the early days of the marriage, Dinah was enthusiastic for the work. She was anxious to prove herself a better catch than her younger sister. She knew, like everyone else in her family, that Abraham Pearl had initially been intrigued by Bessie, her sister, so dark brown-eyed and milk-complexioned that their father had saved her for the attentions of some man more successful than Abraham Pearl. Dinah had the dark brown eyes too, but had more time on the bone. She was reckoned a lesser catch. Abraham and Dinah were blessed with compatibility, but no children. "Aye, God is angry that we are so happy. He will not send a child," Abraham said with good humor. "Perhaps we should turn sour on each other. As I have not brought forth a hand for you, tailor, you must hire," Dinah answered. "The work is too much for a dry old woman," she continued, though she was just upwards of 30. It became a business imperative for Pearl to get help when Dinah died of consumption. The boy Pearl hired from Jonathan Ridley was not delicate or sickly, but he wasn't broad-built either. Pearl was relieved. He hadn't wanted a slave who would have to be subdued by force. He didn't have the stomach for whipping and beating. The first night, the evening Gabriel arrived in Georgetown,